Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. Field. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Returns looking good so far. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completes, it's Bijan Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here they come, this is 3rd and 5. Penix working from the gun. Into the hands of Pitts. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds his target, Robinson. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And again, it's Penix. Doesn't make the connection.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, Penix. That one's complete to London. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Still has some space inside the 35. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down from the red zone. This one's caught. Touchdown, Atlanta. Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Have the 60. Have the 60. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Set. Ready.
Off the play fake, Williams. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
19 tight. 79 Broncos. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now they face 2nd down.
Come on. Set. 18 Rattler.
Working from the gun, Williams. He gets this to Tyler Scott. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
Set up.
They're running again. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears start off well to tie things 7-7. Sanders all set to send it away. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Able to hit Robinson. Complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Penix here from the gun. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Caught near the goal line. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Hand off to the back. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the 32. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Come on, set. Ready.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Still has some space inside the 35. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, when you got a game changer as a wide receiver, you want to get the ball in his hands any way you can. And I love that call. Right, we see it all the time on bubbles and quick little receptions. But put the ball in his hands as a runner, and this dude's dynamic.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and goes backwards.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
Going ground game again here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears tie things up at 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Penix now. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Penix now on first down. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Penix. Pitts brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. You're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Throwing Penix. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He breaks the tackle. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them?
They get it right back. That's intercepted. That's the rookie out of Florida. And the Falcons get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Oh, my goodness. goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators.
And he's going to make it in for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down throw by Williams. That one's cut along the left sideline. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Shut up. Viking 18.
Going ground on 1st and goal. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 2, and that halves the distance. It brings up 2nd and goal from the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
70 Timberwolves.
They're headed up the middle. And they take this in for the score. The Bears earn the chance to tie before halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Sanders all set to send it away. Fielded at the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Penix working from the gun. He's going deep this time. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to get this down to the 36. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down, Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Ready? Go.
Williams from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. First and 10 from the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design. Tremendous communication. Everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Let's go.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
Dragon 60. Set.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger like that.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Come on. Set. Reload. Reload. Shot alert. Shot alert. Hook.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that line.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Third and long for him here. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Plowing up the middle. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. And in motion out of the slot. Penix on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he moves the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here we go, set. Trap 60,
They'll run it with Bijan. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Penix here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Set.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Penix now to throw. Pass it down close. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Working from the gun, Williams. That's more of the catch out left. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
79 Broncos. Check go.
Williams to throw on 1st. Able to get it to Moore. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41.
60 Maverick, 60. Shut up. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Hauled in by Rice. He's got it in the red zone. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Falcons get it back on the final play of the quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready. Hurt. Go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
From the shotgun, Penix. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. Free inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Let's go.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Back now, pressure on its way. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Koo on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
Bears 21.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
Set up. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Here's Algier on 1st down. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. Go.
Algier with another carry. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Now the give for Bijan. Oh, he trucked that defender. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Falcons will have a first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Now a give on the counter. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Another carry for him. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Falcons moments away from their 4th win of the year. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And they'll take a knee.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.